Jurgen, obviously we have to start with that. Any chance that you're going to spring a surprise on us today with any incomings? And in terms of possible outgoings, I mean, has there been any further interest in Shaqiri that you've had to knock back, or any chance that Nathaniel Klein could move on?
Not sure. No, incoming nothing, outgoing nothing that I heard about. That doesn't mean that could not happen. No, well, you can leave Melbourne after that press conference to calm down, have a nice evening or whatever, and or go to another place, or maybe where it's more exciting.
I think we'll keep it here still, just in case.
Quiet afternoon then.
Yeah, Mo Salah possibly being called up for the Olympics. No, the decision has been said that he could be provisionally named in the squad, and ultimately the decision will be left with himself. What will you be saying to Mo with regards to that? Because obviously he could miss the start of next season, and then further into the season there's also the African Cup of Nations as well.
Yeah, no decision made yet. Nothing really to say about it. But what I have to say to Mo, I will say more, and not here, obviously. And so that's all. It's no decision made from neither side, and that's all I can say.
It's not ideal, though, is it?
Oh, no. I wish. Obviously, I would wish that we could have the whole squad together for the prep for the preseason, which is not possible for different reasons. We have the Euros coming up and Copa America again, this time in Argentina, I think, and yes, Olympic Games. It's a wonderful tournament, but would be not so cool. But how is that? So far, no decision, and you have to wait a little bit.
You mentioned last week that you haven't qualified for the Champions League this season yet.
True.
But you're 2 wins away from qualifying for next season's Champions League. How does it feel being in that position at this stage of the season?
Good. Good. So that's of course that's the main target we had before the season, that we wanted to. That's what we said it a couple of times. It's the most important competition from a financial point of view for the club. That's what everybody who has the opportunity to do so is aiming for, and that's what we are. We are in the same situation. So that's obviously really good. Helps with planning, stuff like this, if you can do it early. It's always like this. We had most of the time, well, last year was okay, but the year before we needed to wait until the last match day, or not even then it was finally decided, because we had to play a qualifier. So, yeah, that's it, but nothing bad to say about that.
Could be more to come on.
Maybe.
With Liverpool so far in front and with an apparently settled squad, can you remember a more relaxed, a more stress-free transfer window as this one?
I don't remember transfer windows, to be honest. It's not that. Yeah, but it's not about. Nobody here is relaxed. To be honest, absolutely nobody is relaxed in the moment. Yes, we are not really busy with transfer decisions for this period now, for this moment, but we are constantly in talks and exchange ideas and thoughts about what helps us in the long term. So that's it. But being relaxed, being not busy in a transfer window doesn't give you the opportunity in this business to be relaxed. I sit here, and so far we didn't speak a word about Southampton, which is my main concern, obviously, for some very good reasons. And the transfer window is, I'm not sure, but were we busy last year? The year before we brought in Verge. That's good. We have him already, so we cannot sign him again. So. Yeah, most of the time I think I was not really busy in my career in the winter transfer window, but I did some good things, and it's good. Yeah, the better the season is, the better the squad is, the less you have to do. The more you are happy with the players you have, the less you have to do, which is actually the plan always in the summer, that you don't have to be too busy in the winter. But injuries can change these ideas a lot, obviously, and. we had injuries, but most of the players are back or coming back, so these are our transfers.
I'll ask you about Southampton. Danny Ings, a player who had terrible injury problems in his time here. Have you followed his progress? He's bang in form, and how much do you feel?
Everybody here in this building is so happy about the situation of Danny. Even if it's not anymore, he's still our boy, kind of, and we all follow each step of his career. We are celebrating goals he scored. That will be different tomorrow, obviously. But apart from the games against us, we couldn't wish him better than we do. He's such a wonderful person, and we had intense time here together. Unfortunately, it was not involved, but not game time involved. For I think some good reasons, and the decision he made going to Southampton was a perfect decision. And there he needed as well a little bit of time to get rhythm back, but now he is on fire, and like the whole team actually is on fire. The turnaround they made is exceptional. From Danny, really, we couldn't be more happy, and we're really happy to see him tomorrow again. But of course, we wish him all the best and the best season of his life if he wants, but not tomorrow, obviously.
Continuing Ralph Hasenhüttl, the way that he brought that team back in the 9-0 defeat, what does that say in terms of his strength as well as Southampton's?
Yeah, it speaks volumes. I didn't see the game 90 minutes and 9-0. I saw another home game, I think, against Chelsea, 90 minutes, and Chelsea won this game pretty comfortable that day. So a team without confidence and stuff, Southampton that day, really strange. And I was worrying. We don't have a lot of contact with Ralph, but he's a colleague from Germany, so he's not from Germany, but we worked in the same league, and so you feel a little bit with a team like that, and you think, wow, we're really in trouble. And this turnaround is exceptional. Really, it's exceptional. I know I think I won the Manager of the Month award last 2 months or so, but from my point of view, it was Ralph, 100%, because what they did, and from a no or low confidence level to come to this confidence level by organizing the team, not changing the way you want to play it, no, push it through, because it was always clear how Ralph wants to play, and now implement that in the team. It's incredible. It's an incredible job to say. I not often saw something like that. We see them now playing. Yes, they lost against Wolves, but after winning for most of the game time, and Wolves is obviously a really strong side. So the two teams in the moment, apart from the probably top 4 or 5 teams in the league who you don't want to face, is Wolverhampton and Southampton, obviously, because Southampton now looks like a pressing machine. Jump in everything, pressing on highest level, counter press on highest level, but playing football as well. So we found now a formation where it works really well with Ingsy and, okay, Long is now injured, unfortunately, Armstrong injured, but having still, Buffal came on, I think 3 years ago. He was the main signing or so. A lot of quality. Redmond in a super shape. Heuberg, Ward-Prowse. It's all really. It looks now like they only waited for the moment to show finally what they're able to do. And the analyze was like, oof, wow, that's really high intense. So I can say immediately, tomorrow we need each and everybody in our stadium to help us, because they had a week to prepare that game. We played the day before yesterday, so that's a big advantage for them now, obviously, but should be the only one. And so we need an outstanding atmosphere, please. That would be really, really nice.
Michael? Yeah, and just to come back to Danny Ings, we know all about his ability, and he's having a great time this season, but he's spoken this week about crediting the Liverpool medical staff with saving his career when he was struggling with injury after injury and long-term absences, but saying that they went above and beyond the usual call of duty and trying every possible technique that they could to get him back. And I mean, can you remember that? And
Oh, I can remember it, but I have to say that's what these people do with every player. So that's how it is. But with Ings, Ings is a very likable person, and he's a very staff-orientated, a very good relationship to all the staff members. So not he has no good relationship to players, of course, but really close to the staff. And so yes, they created a special relationship. They had it before, and Ingsy was. So I came in October 15, and Ingsy got injured in my first session, which is obviously not a good start. And from this moment on, all people in the medical department worked their socks off to make it happen again. Then he came back, and he got injured pretty early again. So this is the story of our common time. So that's really not cool. There was a lot of worries about if you have these kind of difficult injuries. So there were a lot of worries around. But he is a very positive person most of the time, for sure. In these moments, everybody has like little ups and downs. But seeing him now just performing like this consistently is just wonderful. Just really nice to see, because after all the things we thought, and now he's there and is close to go back to the English national team, stuff like that. These kind of things, scoring, the goals he scores are exceptional. The chances he has himself or creates are exceptional. A half volley, quick decision making, chest, bam, shoot. It's Ingsy. We all saw these situations, but in the end, when he was fit, he couldn't get enough match time, and because the quality of the squad we had. But seeing it now, as I said, it feels still a little bit like he's ours, but we know, of course, he's not.
You'll be speaking already to the players about Southampton and what to expect. As you said, they're in great form. But one thing you certainly won't want to be doing is giving away free kicks in and around the edge of your own penalty area, because James Ward-Prowse is probably, the best player in the league at the moment at taking it.
He is. He did it last year already, from time to time, but now maybe they have just more situations around that area. Yeah, we don't want to have Southampton constantly in that area anyway. So around our box, it's not the only advice we give to the boys, but maybe we should give that as well. That's right. No, if we cannot be intense tomorrow, we have a problem, because Southampton will ask for it. They are super intense, and we have to make sure that we are ready for intensity, and that we are, but on the other side, even against a high pressing and pressing team, which we usually like, when teams are going for us, we'll give spaces in different areas, but we have to make sure that we are really ready for that, and it will be a completely different game to the Wednesday game, for example. And yeah, it's interesting and very exciting, I have to say. I couldn't respect more what they do, and what they, especially with the basis, from the basis they're coming from a really tough place in that strong league, doing it like that. And if they would have won against Wolves, I think they would be now already in a European place. So that's just amazing.
Jurgen, just in terms of team news, is Shaqiri and Milner anywhere close?
Anywhere closer, not for this game, but then afterwards, hopefully.
And Milano, was it really just in
That-
the end?
Yeah, Adam trained normal. Devog was a cramp, so didn't train yesterday because it was no day for him to train. But I heard nothing else, so he should be in training today.
Yeah, Joe Rowan's performance on Wednesday night got a lot of praise from people who probably don't watch Liverpool as regularly as yourself and the fans. Just wondered if you can sort of impress on when he had a game or a performance this season where he went from being one of the regular centre-backs to being a regular starter and a definitive starter.
If I know the game when it's
Was it a
changed.
game that stood out for you?
No, because pretty much all our centre halves, when they were fit, were regular starters. Because then two others were always injured, more or less. That we have. This is the first time. Hopefully, stays until the rest of our life like this. That all four are kind of fit. So yes, two of them have no rhythm. That's clear, but they are fit, which is good. Joe was never in doubt. So the season started, and Joe was played together with Verge was not in the best shape ever, but Joel was. So Joel played and did really well. After last season where he played really well. Joel got injured, but Dejan did outstandingly well, so, to be honest, and then Dejan got injured and Joe came in. Joe jumped between right back and full back and centre half, which is not perfect when you have no rhythm. If you are in a good moment, it's no problem, but in that moment Joe had no real rhythm, and that was, we struggled a little bit. But since he's playing as centre half again, his natural position together with Birch there is exceptional. He's a sensational footballer, which is good. He has outstanding speed, which helps us a lot to keep a high last line, stuff like that. Really good challenger, good in 1-1 situations, football-wise, I said already. Good. Package is really nice. So it was not one game when I thought it was always clear. In the moment when he starts playing and he can get rhythm again, and everything will be fine, and that's how it is. Carl, on stage.
On my mid-season break from Rome. You said earlier about your planning for transfers is longer term. I'm just wondering how easy you think it will be to improve the squad considering the standards they're setting this season.
Not easy, but is it possible? We'll see. We don't know exactly. Yeah, we just prepare potential situations, so that's how it is. And we always try to strengthen. Strengthen could mean as well that we look in our own squad, who can make the next step, who is ready for doing that, stuff like this, who will hopefully not be injured, and then means he can make next steps as well. So let me say, like Ox and Nabi had some little injuries here and there, cost them always a little bit of rhythm, but we all know about the quality of them. These kind of things. So Curtis now came on in the last game, looked pretty promising. So these are talks we have where we try to estimate the future. And we believe that we can do a lot with this existing squad. So that these boys can make still next steps. As long as we can make a next step, you're in the right place, and they just have to make sure that they do them as well. So that's it. But no, yeah, a squad like this to improve easily, that would be really strange. So yeah, need to be the 100% right player, or we do it internally, or we do it internally and externally. So all possible.
Continuing that theme then, I was wondering how, if at all, Tuesday's game and fantasy Tuesday games affected what might happen to some of those players.
Not at all. Not at all. We don't judge players because of one game. We say now would deliver or not. What does that say? We see them so often, so that means that's where we're thinking about. That's more a public thing to do. You see a player one time and you think, he will never get it or whatever. That we are not like this. But it's a great opportunity, of course, for them. I said it last week. Maybe people didn't hear it because of all the other things I said. But we believe really in the chance that the boys can win that game on Tuesday. Why shouldn't they?
So, I mean, in terms of what might have happened had they not had that game, some of them would possibly go on loan.
That was the question.
Not to involved, so they can't go on loan.
Yeah, but our squad, yeah. Maybe, I don't know, it's hypothetical, it's not now that nobody will go now, but these boys developed here, and that's, I know, it's in a lot of different ways how you can develop talents, and sometimes if it's the right moment, alone is a good way to do it, but the boys, some of them were now really often in our training, and that helped as well. Played games in the U23s, really good games in the U23s. That developed a lot at the beginning of the season. The U23 struggled a little bit. Now they are really there. And even if you take 4 or 5 players away, still good. It's a good level. And if they are all in and play all together, then it's a really nice team to watch. And so that's one part as well, how you can develop talents. That's what we try. Yeah, But this game now on Tuesday is, of course, yeah, for them.